Hi, everyone. Welcome to episode 6 of Coffee Break. Today, super special, I'm going to be chatting with Kristen Pitcher. She is one of the hairstylists at the salon. So we're really excited to have her come and chat with us. And she's here already. Yay, Kristen. She should be joining us any second. Oh, there she is.
Hey,
Oh, hi.
how's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Are you in your pretty plant room in your front of your place?
Yeah, it's very quiet. There's a lot going on in there.
Yeah. You're just kind of like jumping from homeschooling to chatting with me.
Yeah, you know. Please don't come out onto the porch.
Mommy's busy for just a minute. Oh, that's awesome. So, I miss you. I'm like seeing your face and I'm like, I'm not feeling a little bit sad.
It's weird having friends now.
I know. It's so weird. But you actually are the longest staff member currently at the Green Hairstyle. You've been here the longest.
Yeah.
How long has it been?
We are coming up onto our anniversary in a couple weeks, actually.
Amazing.
7 years.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I can't actually even handle that time flies like that.
It's crazy. It definitely doesn't feel like that.
Oh, and it's actually sort of funny. Like, I remember my interview with you, and it was like, I knew you were perfect. Everything was like so awesome and amazing. And also, I'm pregnant. Surprise, which was so amazing because you were this glorious pregnant human for like the first chunk of time that I knew you. And that you were pregnant with Edie, and she's just amazing. And everyone is like doing well, I'm sure, through your on school or online learning stuff.
We're doing as well as, can be expected, or just say as it comes. But I remember your response at that interview, actually, because I was super nervous. I was like, this is weird. Like, and you were just like, yeah, okay, yeah. Ladies have babies. So.
Ladies have babies. Yeah, that was really funny. I had never experienced anything quite like that before. I was like, and then like, oh, and P.S. Funny. But so you are an amazing, talented, awesome hairstylist. Your clients love you. We love you. You're such a great asset to our team. Why hair? How did you get into hair? Tell us a little bit about your journey getting to this career.
Well, I think that hair chose me. Probably. I was like in high school, I was always into creative ventures and art, and I didn't really know where I wanted to go with that. And I wasn't super successful at high school.
Fair.
I ended up getting a job. A friend of a friend got me a job as a receptionist at a hair salon.
Okay.
I was working there, and I was 17, and I was watching these stylists work, and I thought, like, I could do that. I could like that, So I started researching schools. I was in Ottawa at the time, and I found my school, and I just went for it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It just kind of landed in front of you, and you said, yeah, I get to be creative.
Yeah.
And as a career, and that's kind of similar to my story as well, like just wanting to be able to do something creative and actually make a living at it.
Like use your hands and fit into what I felt like I was good at and capable of, and I could do it.
It's funny because hairdressing is actually so it's so hands-on, it's so creative. There's a lot that you have to think about. It's not just as simple as like cleaning up someone's dead ends. There's a process and a skill behind it all, and being able to have that creative day with people and help them achieve their hair dreams and goals, and knowing how to make that a reality for them is a really rewarding part of being a hairdresser, I think. Yeah.
There's so much that's rewarding about it, but I still feel so brand new, and I think it's like been like nearly 20 years. And like I still feel like I have so much to learn.
Well, it's always changing.
Oh yeah.
Right? Like trends are always changing. What people are changing all the time, and like even when we're looking at like the situation of life right now, like where people are at with their mood and their emotional and mental health, like that's going to affect what they're looking for when we're allowed to reopen, you know? And so being able to connect with our clients and appreciate what they've been through, what they're going through, what they need, being able to like listen and execute what they want is like, it's amazing. It's really, it's an honor. It's an honor to be a hairdresser. I would say. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so like, I mean, you can tell us a little bit what you've been doing in your spare time now, which I'm sure is not a whole lot of anything. But pre-pandemic, if you were not in the hair salon and you're not with your kids, you know, where could we find Kristen Pitcher?
So in a fantasy world. I think I'm at my best when I'm in nature. I like hiking and camping and being active and adventure, I think.
Yeah.
I try to still do that with my kids as much as we can. But.
Of course. Yeah. Yeah, I'm the same. Yeah. I think that like, hiking and wildwood have like been my grounding center for all of this. Like even in the winter time, getting out there and trudging through the snow and just sane for sure. Yeah.
Agreed.
And so I guess, you know, I probably have like can guess what the answer will be to this next question, but when you are, you know, free to be creative and like, free to maybe choose like a hairstyle for somebody or something that you would like to work on, or you know, anything that kind of drives you creatively, like where do you find your inspiration? Like who do you look to, what do you look to, where do you look to, where does that passion come from? How does it fuel you?
Well, it's probably for sure nature.
Yeah.
Colors in nature, movement in nature, like
absolutely.
You know, like where that's the best inspiration, I think, for anything. And with working on like no two heads are the same. Everybody's you're not starting with a blank canvas that you just get to do whatever you want. Like it's a form follows function situation where you've got a lot to work with, and it's already this masterpiece. Face shape, your hair texture, your skin color, like all of that together, and then you get to take that and then, you know, elevate it in a way that that person feels is expressive of who they are, and it's
That's amazing. Yeah, I agree. I find so much inspiration in nature as well. Like you said, color, the texture, movement. It's all right there in front of us, and anything you could imagine is like here to look at and to wonder and to bring into our daily work, even if it is just someone who's like settling in for their regular 6-week trim. You know, it's still a moment to kind of tap into how's that hair going to move though. So yeah, we're just like taking off the dead ends, but how's it actually going to move when the wind blows, when they put it up in a ponytail, when they do this or do that, you know, kind of being able to look ahead, right? Yeah. Yeah, ponytails are key.
I haven't washed my hair in a while, so.
Yeah, me neither. And I actually am happy about my head. Top of my head is kind of out of frame. So, but there's a lot of Hair Story powder in there right now.
That's fabulous.
Just saying. So you came to the Green Hair Spa 7 years ago. You've been here. You've been working with us ever since. And so making the switch, you know, coming into a space that is green, that's what we're focused on. That's what we're known for. That's what we're about. Why is working in a green environment, a green salon, important to you?
Well, when I started after hair school, like I was still pretty young, and I worked in a conventional salon, and I was doing tons of colors. It's like what I was hired to do at that point. And so I was working with a lot of chemicals. And quickly I realized like had headaches every single day. I had skin reactions so bad that I would go home and my hands were bleeding at night. I was like really aware all of a sudden of the chemicals that were being dumped down the drain. I thought that was absurd, and that there was absolutely zero like health and safety standards for the beauty industry. Like that blew my mind. And like being in Ottawa, I'm thinking like this salon is dumping this much, and how many salons are in this city? And it just like right at that point, I knew that I wanted to be a part of revolutionizing the beauty industry. Like I didn't want to do it that way. So then I found myself moving on to an Aveda salon that was better for sure and had a regard for the environment and health with the Green Circle Salon member. So, waste was managed properly and chemicals weren't dumped, and that was a good step. And then along came the Green Hair Spa and you, and it was just like next level for me. So I feel like it's always been part of my progression in the industry, and I couldn't work any other way.
Right. Yeah. I would have a really hard time going back as well. I don't think I could. It would, if it was a choice between doing it this way or doing it the old way, it would be gone from my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
And you are so mindful in your personal life too, I would say, about the environment and like just your personal choices outside of the salon. Like it's important to you in your home life as well, right?
I try. And like being home the way that we are now, I've really like the amount of recycling that I put out each week, it's like mind blowing. And I don't know if it's just the way that we're consuming is different because of lockdown, but
maybe
wanting me to reassess, do better. Like I do try.
Of course.
We could do better, I think.
Well, I think that it's a constant learning process.
Yeah.
Like there isn't, it's never really going to stop. You're never going to win. You're never going to, go past the finish line and be like, that's it, I'm perfect now at environmentalism. Like it definitely, it's not a one and done situation. It's forever changing, as the world changes, what we have to focus on changes. And I think maybe and you're like some other people looking at living a more green lifestyle. Like, do you have like a hot tip, for them to just is like, for me, I would say just do your best, right? Even if it's in your mind to take, and I know it can feel overwhelming for people and it can feel daunting and scary and that it's not making a difference, but can you speak to that at all?
I think just like awareness is your best place to start. Just being mindful, like you said, if you don't have to be perfect.
No.
We just have to try a little bit. And if all of us tried a little bit, we'd make a really big difference. So being aware of what we're consuming, it's like, what could I do just a little bit different that doesn't even inconvenience me at all? It's a tiny switch that we have to do to like refilling your dish soap bottle. It's a little thing, but if you do that every time, you eliminated how many dish soap bottles.
Right. Yeah. No, it's true. It's kind of like, I think of it sometimes almost like saving money when you're saving plastic. Like you're like, I'm going to put, $20 in my bank every week. And then, the first month it's like, oh, woo, $80. Like, who cares? And, but if you did that for 20 years, the amount would be substantial. And it's the same with this. So you think, oh, so I saved one plastic dish soap bottle. Oh, well, who cares? But that consistency and moving forward is actually going to be part of the big picture.
For sure. I thought of my kids as babies. Like I cross-diapered both my kids, and I know it's not for everyone, and it's really can be difficult for some people. No shame there, but I considered like, okay, how many diapers in a day? And then how many days are we throwing out that many diapers? And then like, what does the pile of diapers look like at the end of the year? And those diapers like what, 500 years to decompose? Like that's the legacy that my kid is leaving for the planet in its first year of life. I just thought that was how I could do my part to make a difference.
Yeah. And I love that because it was like, you're like, you know what? I'm going to choose this one thing. I'm going to focus on this one, thing. And I know you do other things in your life, but like tackling a larger, because clot diapering is a big undertaking, right? So like, choosing to tackle one thing at a time, getting good at it, and then allowing that to flow into your life. And then other things seem easier because you've already done something hard.
Yeah.
And we can all do hard things.
We can do hard things. We do hard things all the time.
We do.
Like this.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you being here.
Oh, thank you. You're out of my comfort zone, and I appreciate it.
Yay. So, okay, then. I'm sure your clients miss you so much, and I know you miss them too. Anything you want to say? Anything you want to, final words, right? That you could shout out to all of them right now.
Well, I miss you for sure.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of time to reflect, and so I spent a lot of time thinking about, all the people over all the years that I've had the pleasure of, coming and sitting in my chair and being my friends and supporting me and encouraging me. And it's like, I'm just so grateful. I'm so grateful that I got to learn so much from so many people who are passionate about, so many different things, and they have knowledge and they share with me. And it's like a human library experience.
Mm-hmm.
And, I find it like one of the greatest blessings of this job. Oh, hey.
You're back.
I'm back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the greatest thing. I just feel like I'm so lucky and so blessed. That's my job. That's what I get paid to do, is to, have people care for me and me care for them.
Yeah. It is so much. I love that phrase, living, what did you call it? A learning library, a living library?
Human library?
Human library? Oh, I love that. It's so true. So many people have so many things to offer. And, when you see someone on the street, it's usually a quick passing, but we often have people in our chairs for hours. And we learn about their life experiences and where they've been and where they're going and what their hopes and dreams are. And it's really special. Yeah.
Wisdom through their experiences too.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Yeah, I've learned so much as well from my clients. That's very beautiful, Kristen.
Oh, thanks, Jessika.
Well, I will not keep you any longer. I'm sure you have lots to do. But this was really fun.
Yeah, thank you.
You did it.
I did it. Yay, me.
Yeah, you. Okay.
Say
Bye.
bye.